Today we are going to start with the next topic with you, that is oscillations. A very important topic. And you have observed oscillations in your day-to-day life. So for going in detail, few definitions you have to do in the beginning. First definition with you is periodic motion. Periodic motion means the motion which repeats itself and after the regular intervals of time. Is repeating itself after the regular intervals of time, then that motion we call it as the periodic motion. Like your planets, they are moving around the sun, that is also a periodic motion. Your clocks hands, they are moving, they are coming back at a particular position after regular interval of time, so that is also periodic motion. And non-periodic motion means which does not repeat after the regular intervals of time. That motion we will be calling it as the non-periodic motion. Motion is not repeating itself after the regular intervals of time. That is non-periodic motion. You can take like motion of car on the road, that is non-periodic, while the motion of the planets is periodic. Just to say one example for each. Of course, you can add more examples for each category. Now, what is oscillatory motion, or if I talk about the oscillation? Like you have done with the experiments of a simple pendulum, you have done with the experiment of a spring. There you make the body to oscillate about the mean position. This is your mean position. And this is extreme position. So if a body is made to oscillate or move to and fro, oscillatory motion means to and fro motion about the mean position. Now, if the amplitude of this oscillation is made small, then the oscillatory motion you can call it as the vibratory motion. So vibratory motion is also an oscillatory motion, but of small amplitude. So you can write that a vibratory motion, it is oscillatory motion of small amplitude. Like when you think of any example, if you can. Like in the lab, when you have to do with the tuning fork. So when we talk about the tuning fork in the lab, so it consists of a stem. This is the stem of the tuning fork. And these two are known as prongs. Now, if you have observed the experiment, then we strike these prongs against the rubber pad. So we make it vibrate. Similarly, when you are playing any instrument, musical instrument like guitar, then you simply vibrate the wires because you give very small amplitude about the mean position. So body is having the periodic motion, means oscillatory motion is always periodic because it is repeating itself after the regular interval of time, as well as it is body is vibrating or moving to and fro about its mean position. In oscillatory motion, you can say oscillatory motion is always periodic. It means it always repeats itself after regular interval of time, like the bob of the simple pendulum. It is repeating its motion after regular intervals of time. But periodic motion, it need not be oscillatory. Like when I talk about the motion of the planet around the sun, this is periodic, but it is not to and fro. So periodic motion need not be oscillatory, but oscillatory motion always repeats itself after the regular intervals of time. So this concept you have to understand what is oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion, or when I talk about the oscillations, these are periodic motion, to and fro motion about the mean position. and it is repeating itself after regular intervals of time. Like you can say motion of this bob of the simple pendulum, that is an oscillatory motion, or I can say oscillations are produced when I make the bob to move. Similarly, in case of spring, when I make it move vertically, I can make it move, and then oscillations can be produced either horizontally. If I move it horizontally, I can produce the horizontal oscillations, or I can produce the vertical oscillations. Few more definitions with you. So I have to talk about the periodic motion, harmonic motion, and non-harmonic functions now in place of, because motion is which is repeating itself. Now if this motion I can write it in the form of some function. Like in the previous chapters we said that if y is dependent upon x, it means y is proportional to x, then I can say y is a function of x. Because if x will vary, then y will vary accordingly. If y is dependent upon x, I can say y is a function of x. Similarly, I can write the periodic function. Periodic function, like here I have shown you the graph. This is simply the sine theta graph. It means, and if time is varying, I'm getting the graph like this. I'm writing this function as ft, means y is a function of time. Here y I can take it as a function of time, and this is varying as when the how the sine is varying. T is 0, sine this will be 0 if t is years t by 4, capital T by 4, because omega angular velocity can be written as 2 pi upon t. So I can write this equation like ft, it is equals to sine omega t, which can be written as sine 2 pi t upon capital T. So this way you can represent it graphically also. This is the periodic function. Similarly, I can take cos theta. Cos theta is also a periodic function which is repeating itself after the regular interval of time. So when I want to represent the periodic motion in the form of a function, then that I will be calling it as the periodic function. But I have to check the value that it is repeating after regular intervals of time. So graph should come like repeating itself. Now, what about the harmonic and non-harmonic functions? That also you have to note that the periodic functions which can be represented by a sine or cosine curve, they are called harmonic function. But those periodic functions which cannot be represented by the sine or cosine curve, they are known as non-harmonic functions. So it means these functions ft and gt, which are periodic and I can represent by the simply sine or cosine graph, then these are termed as the harmonic function. But if I have graphs like this with me, so it is also repeating itself after regular interval of time, but it is not the sine or cosine graph. Similarly, this graph is also repeating itself, but it is not sine or cosine graph. So these are termed as non-harmonic functions. So it means the periodic functions which cannot be represented by the sine or cosine curve, they are known as non-harmonic functions. So here also you can get this statement that prove that all harmonic functions are necessarily periodic, but all periodic functions are not harmonic. Because harmonic functions, they are simply sine or cosine curves and they are periodic. So it means harmonic functions are always periodic, but periodic functions can be harmonic, can be non-harmonic. So it means all periodic functions are not harmonic. So this definition differentiate between the harmonic and non-harmonic functions or harmonic or non-harmonic motion. It means the motion which I can represent, which is periodic and can be represented by the sine or cosine curve, that will be the harmonic motion. And the periodic motion which cannot be represented by the sine or cosine curve, that will be non-harmonic motion. So whether they ask about non-harmonic or harmonic motion, or they ask about the harmonic or non-harmonic function, accordingly you people will answer as per the requirement of the question. On this periodic function, of course, periodic function is repeating itself. Like if I take a theta here, if I'm taking theta or I'm taking t, whatever value I can take with the things, so that you can take. If theta is 0, sine theta is 0, it means this way. And sine theta is 0, it means this way. And theta is 90, then it is having the maximum value, theta 180, again 0. Then this will be repeating itself after the capital T. Here time will be t. And after the time t, the motion you can say is getting repeated. So that is a periodic function, like sine theta plus 2 pi if I do, then I'm getting sine theta only. So this is the periodic function. And similarly for cos also you can prove it by putting the values of the theta. Cos theta plus 2 pi if I take, that is again cos theta. So that can be represented graphically or simply mathematically. You can say that periodic function is always repeating after the regular interval of time. And on this, Fourier said that if I am having any arbitrary function with period capital T, that can be represented by the unique combination of sine and cosine functions. And these sine and cosine functions I am writing in terms of fnt and gnt. In place of ft, I have taken fnt, where I can vary the value of this n from 1 to n. And here also gnt, if I am writing ft, I took sine 2 pi t by capital T. And here for nth function, I have simply multiplied it with n. So this way, Fourier said that we can represent it as the sum of the sine and cosine series. So here he took the functions like b1, b2, b3 are some constants which are termed as Fourier coefficients. And this b naught is there when your n is 0. And for sine also he wrote the series. So 2 pi upon capital T, that can be replaced by omega as well. So either this way or this way you can write the equation, which is for the Fourier theorem, that he said that unique combination of sine and cosine functions. So ft, I can write it as b naught plus b1 cos omega t plus b2 cos 2 omega t, so on, plus a1 sine omega t plus a2 sine 2 omega t. Or in summation form, I can write, this is the easiest way to write the Fourier theorem with you. That is ft, means it is function of time only, which is written as b naught plus summation bn cos n omega t, where n will vary from 1 to n. And similarly plus an sine n omega. Here these b naught, b1, b2, a1, a2, these all are constants, simply numbers, and they are termed as Fourier coefficients. So in this case, if I apply that all other coefficients are 0, simply first coefficient is non-zero. It means a1 and b1 are non-zero and rest of the coefficients are 0. Then this equation, which is the equation for the harmonic motion, that becomes the equation for the simple harmonic motion, which we call it as SHM, simple harmonic motion. This is important, and we will be proving it that if I take all other coefficients 0 except for a1 and b1, then this is representing the SHM. So I should be knowing what do I mean by SHM. That you have to find whether the given function is periodic, harmonic, and non-harmonic. So if we want to prove that this function is periodic, then I have to see that it should repeat itself after regular intervals of time. And the function will become harmonic. Periodic function can be harmonic, can be non-harmonic. It will be harmonic if it can be represented as simple sine or cosine theta, but it is non-harmonic if it cannot be represented by sine or cosine theta. So you have to work it out. This is simple question. First part of the question is that this ft is given sine omega t plus cos omega t. It means a1 and b1 are equals to 1 of the theorem. So it will not affect my equation if I multiply by root 2 and divide by root 2 inside the bracket, because cos of pi by 4 is 1 upon root 2 and sine of pi by 4 is also 1 upon root 2. So I can write this equation for ft equals to root 2 into sine omega t cos pi by 4 plus cos omega t sine pi by 4. So sine A cos B plus cos A sine B, I can write it as sine A plus B. So I can write this equation as root 2 sine omega t plus pi by 2. So it means I am able to write this equation as a function of sine. So it is periodic and harmonic. If you have to prove that what is the time after which it is repeating, then 2 pi by omega is the time after which it is repeating. That also you can prove. Here in place of ft, here the equation, this equation is for ft. If for replace t 2 sine omega t plus 2 pi by omega. In place of t only I have written t plus 2 pi by omega. Here also in place of t I have written small t plus 2 pi by omega. Then plus pi by 4 as it is. So now if you write the equation, I am getting omega t plus this omega and omega will cancel. So I am left with 2 pi plus pi by 4. Now sine 2 pi plus theta is sine theta. So I can write it as root 2 sine omega t plus pi by 4. So same result I am getting if I write ft or I write ft plus 2 pi by omega. So this means time period of course, because you know the hint you have to taken from here, because omega is 2 pi by capital T. So from here you can take capital T, it is equals to 2 pi by omega. So I have to take after the regular interval of time capital T, the motion is getting repeated. So this is periodic and harmonic, and after how much time it is repeating, that also you can find. Now the second part of the question is, if I'm been given with this function ft, which is equals to sine omega t plus cos 2 omega t plus cos 4 omega t. Now because it is repeating, I can have the like this if the motion is like this, but it is repeating after intervals of time. I cannot write it as the single function of sine or cosine, so it means it will be non-periodic. Similarly, if I have been given with e raised to the power minus omega t, it is non-periodic. And log omega t, if I have been given, that is also non-periodic, because they are decreasing or increasing exponentially or monotonically. They are changing their values. So these are non-periodic. What is simple harmonic motion? Simple harmonic motion, it is to and fro motion of case. Harmonic it is harmonic motion, it is periodic motion. Two things are there. And the third thing is that it is to and fro. And when it is to and fro, this is mean position. As I said, this is extreme position. So when you are moving the body from mean to extreme, then by itself it is coming back to mean position because of the restoring force. restoring force acts on this bob and brings it back to the mean position. So the body is moving to and fro about the mean position and under the action of the restoring force. That is the first thing which you have to note for the simple harmonic motion. Second thing, when I'm moving on the right hand side, I'm moving this side, then restoring force is coming opposite direction, it is bringing it back to the mean position. So restoring force is directly proportional to the displacement but with negative sign. Negative sign because the direction is otherwise. And if I remove this proportionality, I'm getting a constant K, which you have already done. K is the spring constant or force. This we have in Hooke's law as well. K is either you can call it as spring constant or you can call it as force constant. Now force, it means I have initially applied the force. That is my applied force. I'm bringing it to the extreme position first time. Which is, if I'm saying that A is the acceleration produced, then I can write M is the mass of the bob, mass of the spherical bob or the metallic bob. Then you can write MA, it is equals to minus of Kx. Or I can write A, it is equals to minus K upon M into X. So you can see K is what? K is constant and M mass of the bob is also not changing. So K and M both are constant, and as a result I can say that the acceleration produced in the bob is directly proportional to the displacement but with negative sign. So acceleration also is proportional to the displacement, and that you can add to the conditions for the motion to be simple harmonic motion. It means force, restoring force is directly to displacement as well as acceleration is also directly to displacement. So we will be deriving the equation for SHM in the coming lecture. Examples, as I've said, when I talk about the vibrations in the tuning fork, they are also your simple harmonic. And spring oscillation, simple pendulum oscillations, they are simple harmonic motion. It means what are the conditions for the motion to be simple harmonic? This motion of the particle should be periodic. Restoring force is proportional to the displacement, and of course acceleration is also proportional to the displacement, and we are able to represent it as a single function of sine or cosine. So these are the features, or I can say that the conditions for the motion to be simple harmonic motion. It means first condition is it should be harmonic, and harmonic is always periodic. So this has to be periodic. And second is important that the restoring force or the acceleration which is there is proportional to the displacement. So basically these two conditions you should always keep in your mind, and so that we can work out with the things further. So keep things up to this for today. Thank you everyone.